In this hand, you're playing a $55 buy-in, $40,000 guaranteed. You have ace-10 offsuit. Villain 48 has made it 3 big blinds under the gun. Villain 49 has called. It is on you with ace-10 offsuit. What would you like to do here? Just a few more seconds. That is time. This is a fold. So many times, players who are aspiring to do better in tournaments will play a $55 buy-in, a $33 buy-in, a $22 buy-in, and they'll say to themselves, oh, this is a relatively small buy-in. There's a lot of recreational players. I bet I can open up my game. But the problem is cold calling here. You can look this up in your database. Look up cold calls from middle position with these mediocre hands. See if you make a profit. Find that filter. The problem you're going to have here a lot of the time is there is still 5 players to act behind you. There's a decent chance somebody is going to wake up with a hand. More importantly, someone just raised a 3 times the big blind from under the gun. So you only want to enter the pot when you likely have the superior hand. If your hand is behind and you're really likely to be out of position for the rest of the hand because there's still 5 more players to act behind you. Or, yeah, keep it to that. If you're entering the pot, you usually want to have the better hand, the better position, some advantage like that. If you can line up position, bigger pot, superior hands, heads up, that usually will help you quite a bit to make a profit. Here it's going to be very difficult to secure position, and we don't even know if we have the best hand because we have to ask ourselves, does Villain 48 do this with X? And X is the best hand that we beat. X in this situation would be ace-9. So ace-9 suited, does he open that? Yeah, but ace-9 suited, maybe. Ace-9 offsuit, though, that's way more combinations. Does he open that? That sounds pretty unlikely. How about king-10 offsuit? That also sounds unlikely. So if you're ever in a situation where you're going, should I play this hand? Does my opponent open weaker hands from early position? I don't really know. There's still a lot of players left to act behind. Also, in multi-way pots, you do not want big cards that could easily be dominated. Because if you call here and then there's multiple callers behind you, and you play a multi-way pot, and the multi-way pot gets big, the average winning hand is going to be 2 pair or better. People don't just start firing hundreds of big blinds in a multi-way pot on turn and river with 1 pair. They usually want to have 2 pair, a set, a flush, a straight, or something like that. Your hand right here makes 1 very vulnerable pair. That can get very expensive multi-way if the pot gets big. It is a much better idea just to fold here. If you want more content just like this, go to pokerheadrush.com. That website, one more time, pokerheadrush.com.